YouTube, hello. So, day two, my recording here. I did this a couple times yesterday, but upon watching them, realized they were boring as hell, and that I feel like I'm talking to myself, and that's a bad thing because I need to realize that I'm talking to a million people, and for a million people, I need to bring the energy levels up, up, up. So, here I am, day two. Well, actually, it's day three now, but I'm re recording day two. Things are feeling really good. There's been certainly some temptations and whatnot to go and distract myself in one way or another, but yeah, things are feeling really, 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 really good. The one big difference I'm noticing now is that I don't feel rushed. Like yesterday was dedicated, day two was dedicated to revamping my blog at ryanwianco.com, and I've been wanting to do this for months and months and months, but I haven't. And I sat down and I started it in the early afternoon. Well, no, at like 5, because I spent the early afternoon with my father. My father. And normally when I start to do a task of that size, I feel kind of, I don't know, not over, like a little bit overwhelmed, I guess, but just like you feel like you don't have enough time, right? And I didn't feel that. I just felt like a flow, like I'm just sitting down to do this. I felt like I had enough time. There was no feeling of being rushed. There was no feeling of being overwhelmed. There was no feeling of not having enough time. Because I think subconsciously, what happens is I know myself subconsciously, and I'm aware that over the course of, say, a 12-hour workday, 6 hours, 5 hours, 8 hours, however much it is going to be spent diddling around on YouTube. Yeah, that's right. I said diddling. Going around on Facebook, chatting on MSN. And so I'll sit down with like a 10-hour work task, and I know I can get this done in 10 hours, but subconsciously my brain's telling me, you actually only have 6 hours because you're going to waste all this time, and consequentially you feel overwhelmed, which causes you to distract yourself even more because when you're feeling overwhelmed and don't have enough time, you kind of want to avoid that. So you avoid the situation in the first place that's putting you there, which is the actual work, and you distract yourself even more and you get even less done. So like the revamping of ryanwianco.com is something I've wanted to do for like 2 or 3 months, and I've kind of looked at it from time to time, but it just never gets anywhere, right? And yesterday, just sitting down, I could just feel the flow of the uninterrupted flow of work, and it got done. So there's a brand new blog up at ryanwianco.com. I'm going to be posting a lot more. This is kind of, I think it was item number 3, or let's go with 3 or 2 maybe. Yeah, item number 2, vlogging, blogging, and podcasting. And now that I've kind of got the design and the look and the feel that I want for the site, now it's time to start populating it with more consistent content. So that's kind of that goal in that area. The podcasting, I recorded industry broadcast yesterday, which is good, and that's kind of been going on for the past 5 or 6 days solid after a 9 month hiatus. And then the video logging. So here I am. I'm going to record another one right after this, and it was a man. Yesterday it was a good recording because Badoo, my cat, was sitting in his like upright Buddha pose, and the whole recording was basically me talking while the camera was on him because he looks badass when he's sitting like that. But unfortunately, it sounded like shit, so that one's out the door. So yeah, so that's me for today. This is my 4-minute video cast, and I'm gonna record day three's video cast, and maybe I'll hit you with a double whammy today. Boom!